You know, guys, there is nothing more comfortable and natural to my mind than having a partner of the same nationality, language, religion, social habits, and traditions. It's much easier because you have a lot in common with her and you grew up in the same country, same system. You have everything, and you were growing up with the people of the same cultural habits and traditions. So, but have you ever thought why foreign men from absolutely different countries still prefer to have Ukrainian wife or girlfriend? Despite the fact that both partners will have to adjust quite seriously, sometimes even changing themselves, learning foreign languages, and accepting different religion, foreign guys keep looking for and winning beautiful Ukrainian wives. There should be quite serious reasons for going that hard way to the heart of Ukrainian beauties. So let's clarify today what are the difference, probably advantages and disadvantages of both Ukrainian and American women. All this will help you to make the right choice and to make the final decision who is actually better for you and why. Hello, everybody. Thanks for joining me today. Hello, Captain. Nice to see you. So, guys, thanks for spending with me this time on your weekends. Okay, and I want to ask you who joined us already. So please don't forget to like our episodes and to subscribe to our channel by simply clicking notification bell button in order not to miss our next live episodes, which we are doing for you. So this button is in the lower right of the screen. Also, guys, want to announce for you my next topic, which we will discuss with you next Saturday, if I'm not mistaken, December 21st. And the topic will be how to help your beautiful Ukrainian wife to adopt in your country. So I will be waiting for you next Saturday live here. Again, I think this topic will be quite interesting for those who are in the process of dating, online chatting maybe, who is going to come to Ukraine, visit soon, and who actually have quite serious plans to have beautiful Ukrainian wife. And of course, that's very important because, all people who move to another country, they have to adjust, to adapt to society. They need to learn new language. And of course, some of them got into really serious frustration. So, and it's up to you how comfortable your woman will feel in your country and how happy family life you will have together with her. So all this depends. So don't forget to join me. And guys, regarding Instagram, also want to remind you. So if some of you still didn't gone yet on our Instagram channel, so you really need to do that by simply going to @matchguarantee, no space in between, spelled with a Y. And remember, every Saturday we have a winner of free contact information from the girls on Instagram that is just under highlight section. And remember that you can win only there. And every Saturday on 10 a.m., the winner will be announced there. So don't miss the chance also, okay? Because you will get phone number, her WhatsApp, Viber, Skype, email. And I think that's a great chance. Why not to try that? It's for free. So the bravest get the best. Okay. Hello, Rodney. You're not late today. Nice to see you. So, guys, let's get back to our topics and let's see what's really the difference and if there is a difference between Ukrainian and American wives and women. Who is worse? Who is best? Just for you. We are not talking about who is bad and good, but just for you. It's your choice, of course, and up to your criteria, up to your demands to choose the better option. So, as always, I want to tell you that I'm not going labeling someone. We just determine common cases. And never forget, every person is a unique creature with his or her own disadvantages and vice versa, of course. Of course, the main goal at the end of the day is to get good wife. But what actually good wife means, and we are talking about good in all meanings. So the problem is that due to the fact that all people are different, all of you have different tastes and demands, criteria actually. Sometimes you fall in love due to the chemistry without any reason. So just you want her and just nobody else, and you even cannot explain, that's without explanation, just chemistry, just a coincidence. You just feel that this is the right person for you, no matter from what country, no matter what language she talks. So this is your match, this is your second half. And sometimes you're making your choice wisely, comparing, thinking, choosing, and trying to find the one who will satisfy all your demands and criteria, because you have some kind of stamp in your mind, maybe due to your past experience. Maybe you had a very good wife and you divorce, and of course all your next women you will compare. Maybe you would like to choose the same one who will be maybe at least the same in some features, in some characteristics. Okay, that's very important. So would be really stupid if I say Ukrainian girls are better than American ones. That's very important. If you met and if you're lucky with your American woman, and of course she is always the best for you, and you never need any other Ukrainian one, and you don't want even to try. But if Ukrainian woman is next to you and she makes you happy, of course she's an ideal woman for you. And I hope you agree with this. And someone wants, as far as all of us, we are absolutely different, and some of you guys wants to be proud of her professional achievements, but some will look but for someone very quiet, modest, who doesn't mind staying at home and taking care of kids. And who knows, maybe that's exactly the role your woman would like to play all her life. And what does it mean? In such cases, it means you're a good match, because your demands and your tastes, they coincide. So that's the best option, actually, when you don't need to change yourself too much, and you need to be too much flexible, because it's out of your nature. It's not natural for you. So actually, to describe and to compare the mentality of women of these two great countries, Ukraine and USA, we should compare, first of all, their attitude to men in Ukraine and USA. And due to statistics, in Ukraine, there are much more men than women by the age of 35 years old. But after 35, women's population gets bigger. So that's why all Ukrainian women, or practically all of them, want to get married, preferably till they are like 30, 35 years old. Because in elder age, they can be just in the list of spinsters, sorry. And due to statistics, men live shorter life. You know all this. It's just from biological side of view. Women, they are more strong. Their nerve system, though they're more emotional, more sensitive, but their nerve system considered to be more strong. So more flexible. They can be easily adapted to such stress like men cannot, probably. So due to this fact, we Ukrainian women, we need, and we feel that we need to protect our men and to take care of them. It's also from the old ages, because the man was always the provider, and if there is no man in the family, that's a disaster. So woman and her kids probably cannot survive. So the main goal of the woman since early ages in Ukraine was to protect and to make the best for the man, that he feel comfortable at home. So that's why the main feature of our wives will be compromising, flexibility, carefulness, hearing all his desires, especially in the food. That's in our tradition. So traditionally, the man is the main person, and that's why now it's a stamp, like in Ukraine, and our mothers and grandmothers trying to teach their daughters how actually to behave with the man, how to satisfy him, how to please him, and how to make him feel coming back home always with pleasure, not like he has desire, oh my God, I'm coming back home again, all this stress, and she will be blah, 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 and so to make the best and comfortable atmosphere for him. So in USA, the situation is a little bit different. By the age of 65, the men's and women's population is practically equal. American women is not going to marry early. Most of American women, prefer first of all, to build a career, to get some professional achievements. So majority of American women prefer to be independent, being able to protect themselves in any situation, and they're self-confident, and as a result, they're thinking more about themselves in everyday life. They act actually how they want and how they decide. So nobody can dictate her. How she feels it's more comfortable. And usually they don't look too much at the other people's opinion. I hope I'm right, but American women probably better than me, okay? I just have a common idea, and from my own experience and from people who lives in USA, I have a lot of friends who moved from Ukraine to America, so we are discussing these topics sometimes. So that's my own conclusions. Correct me if I'm mistaken. Okay, and we in Ukraine, we have such kind of proverb, which is absolutely shows our Ukrainian women's mentality. The path to the man's heart lies through his stomach. And I'm sure that's not the same in America and all other European countries, because you remember in Europe, men are much more independent. So they don't depend too much on women. They can provide themselves, they can cook for themselves. So they don't actually need the wife just to cook for him. But in Ukraine, the situation is different. Sometimes Ukrainian men can get married with a woman just due to her being a good housekeeper, like a good option, not because he loves her or he got chemistry, but he thinks, okay, she is modest, she is not too much demanding, not capricious, she is cooking perfectly, she will be a good mother, my house always will be tidy and clean. She doesn't want too much regarding enjoyment, some entertainment. So that's good to have such a woman at home when I am making business, earning money, having good time with nice, young, sexy blondes, some girls, and that's fine. And that situation is quite typical, I can tell you, in Ukraine, especially among businessmen and rich men, because they understand they need warm, tidy, and comfortable house. And not every young and sexy woman can provide that. So you understand? And we Ukrainian women, we are all in this to feed our man, to satisfy him. So actually, and to give peace, of course. Good Ukrainian girls or women will always show you how professionally they can cook. That's a good idea, and you can be aware, like if you date someone, if you came to Ukraine and if you like the woman and if you got chemistry with her, and that's not your first date with her, okay, so everything is going fine, and you decide to meet her once again and once again and once again, maybe to spend all your vacation with her. So believe me, one day, if she's not shy about conditions of your house, okay, if everything and decoration and clean and tidy, everything is fine, not like poor, maybe then she will be too shy to show you the house. But if everything is fine there, believe me, one day she will invite you there just to show you what a good cooker she is, how she can cook some nice and specific, maybe some Ukrainian dishes from a very special recipe. Maybe she got this recipe from her grandmother, or maybe it will be a borscht which her mom was doing all her life, and she taught her, and she will try to seduce you by this. So that's a very good sign for you guys. If you are invited at home just to have some dinner, not with a ready food, like you order pizza or sushi or something like this. If she's gonna cook for you a romantic dinner, that's a great green flag, okay? And it means she really like you, because she will try to seduce you and to attract you by this quality. I guess not so many American women can do it, and that's not so much typical, I think, in USA. So that's how we think, and how we're trying to win the man. And of course, sex, guys. Food and sex are considered to be the basic needs of every Ukrainian man. So our women must be professionals in these both spheres, just to get you into trap, The better you are in the kitchen and in the bed, the less chance to stay alone. That's how actually Ukrainian women think. In USA, the situation is different. Women prefer, in majority of cases, I don't want to tell that none of American women will cook and make pancakes and something. I can tell you even more. I have some American friends, men, who can give me some nice recipe of cheesecake or pancake. So that tells me a lot that actually American man doesn't need the person to cook for himself. So American women, they prefer fast food sometimes, in many cases, half-ready products, like frozen pizza, ready pancakes, hamburgers, hot dogs, so something like this. And American women, they don't like to spend hours in the kitchen they're trying to optimize and minimize actually the process as far as, most of them building career, spend a lot of time at work, so they don't want to waste time just cooking and spending hours in the kitchen. So it's quite a deal for Ukrainian woman to find a worthy man if she cannot cook and doesn't want to do it. Believe me. And the men, Ukrainian men, will always ask, what is your favorite dish? What you can do like the best? Can you cook cakes or something like this? So that's very important for us and our nationality feature. And that's our national feature, I'm sorry. So, there are lots of attractive women in Ukraine and all them flying around. And they're perfect housekeepers, and that any man should be just so lazy to get his ass from the sofa, and to find a new girlfriend for him who can be easily better than the previous one. So that's why it's always kind of competition between Ukrainian women. Even when she got married, Ukrainian women can never get relaxed because, that's not a problem in Ukraine to get divorced. And if the man is not satisfied, okay, just he can find easily the better, the nicer, the more sexy and whatever, the younger also. So our women always take care about this and trying to be the best wives. And there are much more beautiful and fit women in Ukraine than in USA. That's not a secret. And they get dressed with good taste and quite fashionably. Our women like when a man acts like a gentleman, means giving hand, opening the door in front of her, helping her with a heavy bag, which I think American women don't like too much because they want to show they're quite independent and strong, so they don't need actually help. And you can see much more really feminine women who wear dresses, skirts, all these blouses, high heels, and who constantly always wear makeup. What does it mean? It means that Ukrainian women do care about how men will see her. Maybe it will be accidental meeting, but she always should be ready for accidental meeting of her destiny. And they do care about what attitude of surrounding men she will attract. So that's very important. You can never see how Ukrainian woman will go in pyjama to the nearest shop, something like this. No, of course, you can see some like homeless people or some old people, yes, who cannot take care too much about themselves. But we are talking about good, healthy, in good age, healthy, young, and nice women who still is looking for men and who is married already. So they always try to be the best and look nice always. I can tell you the story my mom told me. When she got married, she was quite young, 20 years old, I guess, but she was really beautiful. She is still very beautiful, even at her age. You can never say she's that old. She is, and she really looks like a woman, nice one. She was waking up early in the morning, like 5 a.m., before my father got up to make all her beauty, to make makeup, hairs. So when father wakes up, she is already like nice, and she did not want him to see her just, like when you get out of bed. So, and I can tell you, a lot of Ukrainian women do this. I know also the story of my friends. The guy was married with a woman for 2 years practically, and for these 2 years he never had a chance to see his wife without makeup. So he actually did not know how she really looks like without makeup. And once she was sick or in the hospital, something happened with her. She did not manage to make makeup or didn't have a chance. And he just saw her like she really looks like after 2 or 3 years of getting married. And that was for him great surprise. And when we talk with him after he divorced with her after many years, something happened. And when I talk with him and I ask him, was she really nice? Was she really beautiful? He told me, yes, when she wore makeup, she was very nice. But I say, what about makeup? What about without makeup? And she say, so I saw just one. So so that's in Ukrainian women's mentality, and that's, I don't know. You decide it's advantage or disadvantage. Anyway, you will always have a woman next to you who want to be interesting to you, who want to attract your attention, who wants to be sexy for you. So that's, I think, very important part in our Ukrainian women's mentality. And in USA, you can hardly meet the woman in dress or skirt. I mean, in everyday life, walking along the streets. American women, what they prefer? Usually shirts or trousers or jeans, right? Something like this. But what I can tell you, teeth of American women, they are best of the best. They are out of competition, guys. And you know that better than me. Also, they are white, straight, always in a good condition, even at elder age. But this, unfortunately, I cannot tell about Ukrainian women. We have a lot of problems with teeth since early childhood. So that's a problem. And you, American, can boast with your nice, American white sparkling smile. That's a great advantage, I guess. So, and talking about appearance, well, American women, they're not so much beauties, okay, like Ukrainian ones, maybe, but they're always smiling and friendly, charming. That's also very important because as for Ukrainian women, if you meet her just in the street or in public transport, you practically always will see gloomy faces, like upset, concerned, some concentrated, because she's always serious, she's thinking about something. And due to our mentality, if you smile to people just walking outside, people will think you are insane. So that's not traditional in Ukraine, just to have like open, friendly face expression. Everybody is serious, thinking deeply in their thoughts, problems, stress. It's not typical and not usual to see the person who will just smile at you or say hello, which I think more common in America. So but you can change the situation if she will be happy and she has something to be smiling, of course, then she will smile. Okay, maybe when she moves to America or to some other country, European country, when she's happy, of course, she will have absolutely different face expression. So it's up to you to change this. So we can't consider this like disadvantage, just circumstances. Some bad things about Ukrainian women. I would like to mention Ukrainian women, their jealousy and quite envious. They used to spread rumors, that's very common and typical here, about nicer women or women who achieved good results in business, who actually is really successful, who has really good and worthy and nice men. And Ukrainian women will always judge them, trying to find bad reasons of their results. If she got a good salary, got a high position in office, or probably she have sex with the boss, or she's not so nice, why she has this nice man, what he found in her, why he finds her attractive. She doesn't have nice figure, she's not skinny, she's not dressing so fashionable. So all these judgments will be surrounding nice and successful women, because our people likes to show off, they're envious, and they always envy other people's success. That's a bad part, I can tell you. And if you come to some nightclub, maybe some restaurant, some social event where you can meet a lot of people, you can always notice not friendly views between female competitors, okay? They can stare quite obviously to each other, discuss other women even loudly, so that's not good, I think. And Americans usually don't discuss each other disadvantages in clothes, appearance, because people have more free way of thinking. They don't have so many complexes as Ukrainian girl have. The main idea is, I am the way I am. So that's how American women think. Ukrainian woman is always want to improve something in her, to have, to lose some kilograms, to have better nails, to be more skinny, to lose more 5 kilograms, to lose more 10 kilograms. Okay, my girlfriend's husband bought a new car, so she will start to bug her husband. Oh, see, Natasha's husband bought a new car. Why we cannot get the same? Blah blah blah. So all this, that's not good. Part about Ukrainian women, and everyone has the right to look and to dress how she thinks it's better and more comfortable for her. I mean, in USA, and that's very good because people don't have complexes. If they feel comfortable, that's it. So you don't like, just don't look. But I don't care actually. Ukrainian people like to show off. We Ukrainian ladies can spend, last money for nails, for artificial lashes, just to create an image of successful and financially successful woman. I mean, that's why all Ukrainian girls, and that's not a secret, want to get iPhones. Not because iPhone it's of good quality, not because the processor is perfect, not because of big memory, not because of good quality camera, but because it's expensive and it's kind of status, visual status. Or I want some people to see I have an iPhone when I take it from my bag, and people will envy. People will think I have money, or I have a very rich lover who can give me a present like iPhone. That's a very bad thing in our Ukrainians nationality. So, and I think some of you already got acquainted with these bad parts. And, sorry, I want to mention regarding driving. American women drive since 16 years old till the very old age. I know sometimes even when they can hardly walk already. But Ukrainian girls are being brought to school till the end of school by their parents, and you can never see really old women driving in Ukraine. No, because of condition of health, losing concentration, and a lot of factors. And usually people at older ages don't have possibility to have cars here. For American women, that's quite natural. And I think you don't have this stereotype that women drivers, they are like stupid or cannot drive well or carefully, can do some mistakes. That's more typical still. We have a lot of women driving here, but we still have this ridiculous situation. And if the woman got into some trouble on the road, some men, of course, can help. Some men can give some advice or help, but some will just laugh, make video, and then post this in Instagram or YouTube, just how stupid woman driver can be. That's also not good, but we have what we have actually. What I want to mention also, for Ukrainian women is very important just to have a man next to her, to love him. They want to have official marriage because it's status. They want to have kids, their own property, and of course they are eager to create a comfort and coziness in the family. But it doesn't mean she will forgive everything to her man. We can hardly forgive cheating because we are jealousy. We divorce with alcoholics, not all, but yes. But you still can see many cases when actually beaten woman will try to protect her husband, finding all the time excuses for him, for his awful behavior, actually, and sometimes even she can tell when she go to police or something, or maybe some neighbors call to police, she can find excuses and she can tell that it was her who provoked him. So that wasn't just his fault, it was her fault. So that's how we made victims from ourselves because we are passionate, we want to keep family. Even if the husband is not so good, we still want to save the family because we always think also about children, and we think for children is the best to have the full family complete with mom and dad. But not all, of course, but in majority of cases. Okay, and guys, you know this proverb, beats means love. That's American women can hardly tolerate. I guess they cannot tolerate bullying in the family. They will start, lawsuit, divorce, take the kids, and the biggest part of your property and income. Ukrainian women still not so hungry and not so professional in doing this, actually. So that's maybe advantage and disadvantage in this point of view. Also, what I want to mention that in USA, girls are being taught since early childhood that they are really beautiful, no matter how they look like. Skinny or fat, maybe have some disadvantages in their appearance, no matter. All of them are princesses. So they act like princess. So if they fall in love, they don't care much about what other people think about their choice or decision. It can be black guy, whatever. So they actually don't care. And that's great when woman is able to take everything from life. Ukrainian women have a very strong connection with the family and with her parents, especially with mom. They always will listen to their opinion and advice. Ukrainian parents, you remember we mentioned this yesterday, they can easily interfere into daughter's private life and so easily can spoil actually if they don't accept daughter's choice. If they don't like the husband or future husband, they can make everything just not to let them live together. And Ukrainian women, unfortunately, practically always will listen to her mom. And this situation is absolutely not typical, as far as I know, for American women. Parents never interfere into young people's life, and they practically never help financially. In Ukraine, that's vice versa. So Ukrainian parents will always give money, even for grown-up kids, even if the husband of their daughter doesn't work, but they want just to help their daughter to save the family. And that's I can tell you sometimes the normal things here. Old people steal from old ages, from past ages. They used to make economy, they used to save money, not putting them on deposit to bank, but just to have some extra money in the house. And if their daughter, married one, needs something, they can easily and usually they want to give this money to help financially, which I think is not so much popular in America, actually. So that's why many American men, I think, prefer to marry Ukrainian girls and sometimes even Chinese. Sorry for mentioning this other nationality out of our topics, because Ukrainian women and Chinese women, they're more flexible, more feminine. So that's why many American men prefer this nationality, to get married with this nationality, because it's much easier to have family with them and to keep the family. If something happened, these type of women, they're more ready for dialogue, more compromising, and they're more ready to discuss. They will listen to the man who is a good provider. If they respect the man, they will listen to him, and they will try to do everything actually to save the family. So American women in this way, they are more stubborn, and they want to decide everything just by themselves, how they want, how they see the solution of situation. And guys, to make a conclusion, this comparison, at all times, men are not tired to admire the uniqueness of females all over the world. We are not talking now about American or Ukrainian, just about women and their beauty, their mystery. A lot of poems, and artistic creations were devoted just to women. And to finish the comparison of Ukrainian and American women, I would like to use John Gray's words. To understand the woman, you should be a woman. And if it's really impossible, the only what is left is just to accept the women the way they are. full of mystery and nice charming in their individuality. So that's, guys, the main information for you regarding difference between Ukrainian and American women. I would like to hear your opinions, if you agree with me or not. And maybe you got your chance to try both wives, so you can compare and share your stories. Also, guys, don't forget there is no taboo questions. If you miss our live episode, you always can watch our episode after and make your comments. And also, don't forget regarding new topics, guys, you will help me with this, and I will know what is really interesting for you, because I don't want just to give you the information you are aware of, you know already. And so what you really need to hear, what will be helpful for you. So let me know, and I really will be happy to help you. Now I will see what questions we have. I will say hello again to everybody who joined us from the beginning and in the middle of our presentation. Okay. Rodney, Dila, the best. Thanks. Sumi is raining today. We have +5. Oh God, thanks. That's for me, special present for me. But in January, we will have, yes, much colder weather, of course. So if somebody is going to come, you have still nice chance now, because we will have, even next week, we will have +10 for December. That's great. I'm afraid my apple trees will start blossoming. So great. Rodney, thanks for nice verse. Oh, hello from Brazil. RBS, RBS. Nice. Carl, are Ukrainian more unlikely to commit in infidelity than American women? Mm. Can you clarify the question? Not sure I can understand and give you the correct answer. Actually, Ukrainian women, if I understood you right, they are ready to commit in the family life. They will do everything. And believe me, if they love you, if they respect you, they will always stay with you in your hard times. They will give you advice. They will help you with your work, with your business project. You can always discuss the situation in your office. Maybe you have some enemies. She will always will be advisor, and she will always ask you in the evening, how was that. And if you have some business meeting, like very important one, our women, they are very intuitional. They have a very strong sixth sense, and they can give you really good advice. And so always involve your woman in your business. I mean, in a good way. In a good way. So share with her all details, and she always will be ready to help you. And yes, we are ready to commit, and we are ready to save and to do the best what we can do to keep the family together. Tim, hello. USA, greetings. Okay. Team US women always looking for someone better. As soon as they finds it, she is gone. Yes, I heard these stories. Unfortunately, I heard that American women, they don't actually appreciate the family so much. So if something goes wrong, they just very easy to divorce and to abandon their husband, take kids, property, and everything. So not all, of course, not all. But yes, that's a little bit typical. Unfortunately, we are trying till the end, until if we feel no, we cannot do anything with that. So in this case, we can give up, but we will try our best. Carl. Monsieur Mike. Sorry. Much love from New York. Hello. Nice to see you from New York. Dash. Dash 545. To marry a Ukrainian lady, do you have to ask her parents' permission besides proposing to the lady? Good question. Yes, yes, we always do like this. It's not like you can see in some old movies or some stories like to give bread and something like this to make a show. But yes, yes, and it's good when you have some presents for dad, for mom, for her, and we usually have dinner. So you actually, first of all, you discuss it with your future wife, right? And if everything is fine and you agreed and you make a proposal to her and she's okay, she agreed, she give you her pre- precious yes, then you need to make an appointment, or she needs to come back home and say, mom, dad, uh, my man, name Andrew, John, Jack, want to come to visit us, like let's say next Sunday. They will cook. Be sure they will cook. They will organize very nice table for you with drinking. So mom will try to show you best of the best, to make all dishes what is possible to feed you up till this level, and at the table she will say you like, oh, this dish my daughter made, or this cake was baked by Natalia, and this wine we made with her together, so you will get such a treasure. She will prepare all this and cook all this for you. So she will try to boast that she brought up such a nice lady for you, and she like giving you a gift. Okay, and of course that's good to ask permission in good families. That's still tradition, and normally always you're not just informing. Yeah, it depends on relationships, of course, but usually it's better if daughter has a good relations with parents. It's always better to ask for permission, and if they see she's happy with you, she's happy with you, you will give yes. Okay. Tracy, good evening. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Tim, are you guys paying attention? Wayne. That explains a lot. My girl is very poor, but does show me things that she has cooked, especially creative dishes. Always remember, guys, that's really very good sign. If she will boast you, text you like, today I cooked borscht, tomorrow I will do that, now I'm preparing dinner, and you can always ask what you will have for dinner. And if she will explain you and make you photo and send you photo, and if she will try to treat you, that's for sure. Be sure she really likes you. She wants you to see a good wife in her, like perspective wife. Like you will always will have something to eat, tasty. She will please you, satisfy you, and you always will have like full table. That's a good sign. So for you, like a small tip. So always try to check to ask her if she likes cooking, if yes, what she likes to cook best and what she can do best, and does she use specific uh, recipe book, or maybe she use her mother's or grandmother's recipe. So that can be really interested. Believe me, our women like to do some special dishes on weekends when they're more free, out of job. So they want to please kids and husband. So pancakes, cakes, some special meat, all this usually will be made on weekends when she doesn't go to job. It's like a tradition. I personally, every Saturday, I do pancakes for my kids. They like it. In the like from Monday to Friday, I never have time for that. But on Saturday in the morning, they always ask me what we will have for breakfast. And I ask what you want. And they say pancakes. Yes. And then mom, 1 hour making pancakes. So that's huge. That's huge advantage of our women, and kids and men always happy to have such wife, of course. Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. Okay. Rodney, you will be punished. Okay. I can check what questions we have more. Tracy, fresh out of bed with hair all messed up is the best way to see a woman's true beauty. Absolutely, 100% agree with you, Tracy. That's how I think. And, I mentioned these typical features for Ukrainian women to be envy and jealousy. Regarding me, I don't have these features, thanks God. I can really admire if the woman is nice, and I always will pay attention to nice women. And I can tell even to my friends, like, oh, look, she has such a nice legs, or she has such a beautiful nails or hairs. That's not a problem for me to give a compliment to another woman, even if I see something, some nice clothes or dress, or what is really suit her or fits her. I will always mention this. And when people ask me, what type of woman do you see like beautiful? Do you like? I can say the real beauty, for me, the real beauty, if she wakes up in the morning without all this beauty stuff, and if she look nice at that moment, then it means she is beautiful. Because to put 2 kilograms of makeup, that's not a deal. And we have a lot of techniques, a lot of different ways even to change the appearance. And sometimes you can see like nice photoshopped photo, and then you see in reality that's absolutely different person. Absolutely. Because makeup can really change the face expression and even features of the face. So that's absolutely right, Tracy. Waking up in the morning, that's the only way to see if she's really beauty and if you really like her. And the man, I know that the man who really loves her woman, he likes her in pyjama. She find it also sexy, and she will really like, he has warm feelings seeing her in the morning when she's like innocent, free, and without all this. That's really nice. Very good comment, Tracy. Thanks. Yes, and I agree completely. Tim, can I find a Ukrainian woman that doesn't wear heavy makeup and lipstick? I prefer more natural look. What do you mean by heavy makeup? Do I have heavy makeup? I think no, not so much. So if I wash myself, not so much change. But yes, of course, you can find not every woman, and it's not so much fashionable now. But yes, a lot of women like to do permanent tattoo, eyebrows and some stuff like that. But yes, you can, but not everybody use heavy makeup. And you can always tell to your woman, if you see her like in her natural look, you can always tell her that I like you more when you look like this. Don't wear that all the facilities. Okay, so she will be okay. And if she knows you like her more natural, she will do it for you, I'm sure. Hmm. Hmm. Yes, of course, Lom, you're correct. It's very hard to categorize all 170 million women. Absolutely. That's why I never tell that all Ukrainian women are beautiful, all of them are good wives, best lovers, and like best wives. No, of course not. And of course, not all American women will be too much feminized and emancipated and only career oriented, So that's absolutely not right. We are talking just about. mm stereotypes and like stamps what we have like in general. But of course, I'm sure there are a lot of good American women who would like to have kids, getting married, who will love husband, who will also bake pancakes on weekends. So I'm sure. And of course, you can easily find Ukrainian women who will not even move her finger for the husband, or doesn't want to cook, or if he stopped bringing money, or if he has some bad times in his business, he will just say goodbye. That's it. So we are not talking about like that's a standard and that's like axiom. All people are unique. Mhm. Some more question, guys, because we have like 11 minutes with you more. So I would like to hear some interesting question for which I can give interesting answer, which will satisfy all of you. Will be interesting to hear for all of you. Like I am trying always to give as much information as I can. So the more interesting question you give, the more information you get, guys. Rodney, Vita, I'm writing to a lady for 10 months. Would she be jealous if she asked me if I was writing to other ladies and they said yes? Ho, 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 of course. Of course. That was uh, not mistake, but it depends. I don't know if you did it or not. You can tell like this, like from the beginning when you were choosing ladies, you were choosing to few ladies, and then you decide that this one is the best for you, and then you stop writing to another ladies. But if you are communicating with her 10 months and you still keep writing to other ladies and she knows about this, not good, Rodney. Not good. First of all, she will be offended. She will decide you're not serious. You didn't make any plans regarding her still. And yes, maybe she will decide like to pay attention to someone else even. So be careful. Be careful. All Ukrainian women, they consider each other like competitors. So be careful with that. Mhm. Tim, your question, if Ukrainians are mostly Christian Orthodox, how would it affect the raising of children and their beliefs? Who do the children follow in Ukraine? In Canada, kids tend to follow the mother. Yeah, in Ukraine also. But you cannot find too many like super religious people here. But yes, we have communities, we have people who goes every weekend to churches, and in majority of cases, of course, that's mothers, okay, and they try to bring kids to church since early childhood, and they will try to give all her principles, morals, and all Bible stories to kids since their early ages. Yes. Mhm. Gary Anthony, is it crazy to focus on only one lady? I'm not interested in meeting many women on my visit. Uh, no, it's not crazy, Gary. It's actually very good. It's actually very good. And believe me, I can tell you guys, practically all women I met, due to my professional experience, when we are waiting for foreign men to come to visit her, and when they go in to date some restaurants, some cafes, the women, I don't know how, they always feel if you have someone more to meet with. Believe me, I talked to hundreds of women. Practically all of them were sure, and they told me after they shared their impressions with me, and they told me like, yes, I feel he has someone else to meet, so he will choose. He's not sure yet. Yes. I don't know what you make to make her feel like this, but practically all Ukrainian women, they feel this. If you want like list of girls to meet and to choose, and nobody wants to be chosen, that can spoil impression, of course. But if you're concentrated on one lady, if you really like her, that's not crazy. That's the best. She will feel it, and she will feel that you spend as much time only with her as you can, and she will, of course, will understand that you're really interested in her, and she will give you, I hope, that emotional feedback you're looking for. So that's very good, actually. Hmm. Okay, guys, stop fighting in the chat. Stop fighting. We are here all friends. We have this good, nice atmosphere. So please respect each other and stop fighting. all of us, we have main goal. My goal is to help you, to teach you, to give you as much as I know, to make the process easier for you, and at the end of the day it should be successful. So your goal is to get as much as you can for me, why we are doing these live episodes, and why we are giving this opportunity to interact actually on live episode, just that you can get immediate answer from experienced woman, Ukrainian woman. So use this chance and ask as much as you want, and I will be happy to give you as much as I can. So stop fighting, please. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Tracy. I find that we women here in the USA too convinced that their careers are more important than anything else. Yes. When they reach 59 and have a dozen cats, they are bitter. Yes. Spinsters. Yes. Okay. Guys, we have 6 minutes more. So if you want to ask your questions, please ask. I'm trying to find among your dialects, I am trying to get some question. Uh, Rodney, why Vita? Please explain. I'm not writing to other women, only write to one. But you asked me, will she be offended if she get to know that you were writing to other women? So I understand wrong your question. You told me if you tell your lady that you were writing to other ladies, would she be offended? Yes, I told you, or did I understand not correct? Rodney, Rodney. Congratulations, finally you're on topics. John Zuba, on a dating, writing, then girl. Master Wolf, I'm 54 and my Ukrainian woman is 30. I'm lucky. Great. Great. And it means if everything is fine, you still have a chance to have kids if you want to. So, my congratulations. Hope you will share with us your wedding photos and story. For now, guys, stop asking. I'm trying to find something if I need to answer. Oh my God, it's jumping. Girls, Ukraine like men, Brazilian. Why not? Why not? Brazilian guys considered to be hot. Why not? But depends what's your age, what's your position, how soon you can get yourself to Ukraine to meet her. No one else. Okay, Rodney, maybe I misunderstood you. Bitcoin. Bitcoin didn't get your question. What do you mean? How much for her? What do you mean? You can buy girl in internet, not only Ukrainian, but what do you mean? Didn't get? Yeah, Tracy, agree. Gary, I wish you good luck. Tell us how it was after. Bitcoin. Nobody expect money from you on the first date. Everybody expect you are financially stable and that you are a good provider and that the woman will not think tomorrow where and how to get food and from what to cook for you and for kids. So that's the main. But of course, if you will see the woman who asks you money on the first date, then it's better to stop. Absolutely. That's it. Yes, Gary, I agree with you. Mm-hmm. 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 Okay, guys. Okay, guys. So for now, I see you don't have any more questions exactly for me. Okay. Was nice talking to you. Quite a good topic, I think. But you guys know better about American women. So I just mentioned the differences, advantages, disadvantages, and it's up to you actually who is better, who fits you best. Okay. I want to remind you that we are meeting again next Saturday, same time, 10 a.m. Eastern. So don't forget that the next topic will be regarding how to help your beautiful Ukrainian wife to adopt in your country, how to make this process easier for you and for her. So, and what you actually should do from your side, okay, to release her from this actually very big stress. Okay, don't forget about this. Also, don't forget to like our episode and to subscribe to our channel by simply clicking the subscribe button in the lower right of the screen. Also, notification bell button if you're not gonna miss our next live episodes, because I think we will have more and more interesting topics with you. Please feel free to let me know what topics you would like to be discussed, because as I told, I don't want to explain some information, to give you some information you're not interested in. Maybe this topic sounds interesting for me, but not for you. So you can always leave in the comments after video or whatever in the chat box. Okay. And guys, don't forget about Instagram. Just at Mage Guarantee, spelled with a Y, without space in between. Every Saturday, 10 a.m., we have our winner to get free contact information like Skype, phone number, email, and maybe you will be the lucky one. Okay, so don't forget and don't miss that chance also. And I will see you next Saturday, 10 a.m. Eastern Time. Thanks everybody who joined me today. I really appreciate that you spend your weekends with me. So like Saturday and Sunday, and you really share your time and your emotions with me. Thanks. I really like that. And I wish all of you success, good luck. If you want to share with us something, some of your story, and you want it to be discussed or you want to get some answer, feel always free. You know, there is no taboo questions here. Okay. I love all of you guys. Have a nice rest of weekends and see you next Saturday. Bye bye.